Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to CCBC Essex for today's NJCAA D2 matchup between visitors and number 13 nationally ranked Harcum College Bears and your number 4 nationally ranked CCBC Essex Knights. Restrooms are available for your convenience and are located out in the lobby to your right. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to remind you that CCBC is a tobacco-free campus and only allows the use of tobacco products, including cigarettes, cigars, the starting lineup for today's game. First, we're visiting Harcum College Bears. Guard, freshman, 2.0, Jordan West. The guard, sophomore, number 1, Tanaya Williams. The forward, sophomore, Onija Ferguson Lewis. The forward, sophomore, number 21, Michaela Harris. And the guard, sophomore, number 31, Ellie Jansen Hilton. Bears are coached by Riley Manning, assisted by Chelsea Hall, Harry Manning, and Marquise Lewis. And now, ladies and gentlemen, starting off for your CCBC Essex Knights. Guard, sophomore, number 1, Ethan Walker. Forward, sophomore, number 3, Matt Pacheco. Guard, sophomore, number 11, Miller Middleton. Guard, freshman, number 25, Alon Howard. Guard, sophomore, number 40, Leon Davis. The Knights are coached by Mike Seaney, assisted by Arthur Fitzhugh, Casey Yeager, Ryan Dix, and Virgil Kennedy. Ladies and gentlemen, here at CCBC Essex, we have
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Castle at CCBC Essex for game number 2 here on day 1 of the basketball extravaganza live from the Castle. It's a Christmas basketball extravaganza, I should say, as we saw Howard go up against Union in a tremendous contest. Howard fell just short of their goal of a amazing fourth quarter comeback. What will be the result here in this one as the number 4 CCBC Essex Knights take on the number 13 ranked Harcum Bears? Harcum already with a win against the Knights this season, 72-61 at home at Harcum. Harcum currently 10-3, 4-2 in the conference. The Knights 8-4, 3-0, and coming in on a 6-game winning streak. And they have not lost a game at home since the program was brought back in 2019. Coach Seaney currently 35-0 at home as the head coach of this CCBC Essex Knights team. And these are two teams about as evenly matched as you can get when you look at the points and the numbers coming into this one. Harcum, 84 points per game is their average. The Knights, 81 points per game is their average. Harcum shooting 41% from the field on average coming into this one. The Knights shooting 40% from the field on average. The three-pointer's a little bit different. The Bears 30% from downtown on the season. 27.9 is the percentage from downtown for the Knights. The big difference is rebounds per game. 55.8 rebounds per game for the Knights. 40.6 rebounds per game for this Bears team. If the Knights can control the glass, certainly go a long way in helping them make sure they get the rematch and revenge victory against this Bears team. That loss to the Bears was the Knights' first loss of the season. And coming around the pick and hitting the easy three as Powell shows the ball and takes it off the glass for 2. Two teams trading baskets to start this contest. Bears looking to slow it down a little bit. Fake the dribble handoff on the other side. Offensive rebound. And they're 0 for 2 on that possession, the Bears are. Powell looking to run again. Lost it in transition. Bears are running. And they got the easy 2. 5-2 is our score to start things out. Elena Powell coming off being named NJCAA Division II Player of the Week on December 6th. Knights went 3-0 with wins over College of Southern Maryland, number 19th ranked Palm Beach State, and number 10 ranked Union. As there's a foul on the three-point attempt from Kiki Walker. Elena Powell named Division II Player of the Week, but not the leading scorer for this Knights team. And the leading scorer for this Knights team coming into this one, coming off the bench currently right now, is Ashley Dickey. Comes into this game averaging just over 16 points per game, and she'll be checking into the game, I'm sure, sooner than later. Playing a big-time spark plug role off the bench for Coach Cini's squad as Walker hits the first 2. Middleton and Pacheco already back on the defensive side. Not trying to leave themselves vulnerable as Walker makes good of the 3 free ones. And we are tied and going the other way as Coach Cini caught that pass. I know he wishes he could lace him up, but he can't. Well, now he really can't with that bum calf he told me about before the game. Hope for a speedy recovery for Coach Cini. Though he cares very little about how he's doing. He cares about how his team's doing. And his team's off to a potential good start here as they come up just a little short there, but Coach Cini's got to love the quick trigger, and that's now back-to-back possessions where they were able to get off open threes in the corner. Coach Cini wants to shoot a lot of threes, but also the threes you shoot are not created equal. Threes in the corner are always going to be better. It's just the math of the situation. It's a closer shot. Split the defense on the double team. And the Bears get the 3 on the loose ball. And it's a 2-pointer, says the ref. And that was a travel, says the ref. So the Bears had a foot on the line on that 3 a moment ago, but little confusion at the scorer's table about whether that was indeed a 2 or a 3. Sideline judge comes in and is definitive. It was a 2. Take to the basket. Second chance is good, and that's 4 unanswered now for the Bears. Kiki Walker dishes it off to Middleton, and Middleton is cold with that 3. And everybody's feeling it. The energy is strong here at the Castle to start the first quarter. The two teams trading threes now. Pacheco wanted the foul call, it never came. Bears running in transition. What a pass! And it couldn't be caught cleanly. A two-handed bounce pass that split the defense perfectly. Doesn't matter much when you fumble the bag, though, in the painted area. What could have been moment for the Bears? What might be here for the Knights as they take over? 4 unanswered for the Bears after the Middleton 3. Ashley Dickey is checked in. And that's a travel. Deborah Akchawuka checks in as well. Bears, 4-0 run. Powell with a hand in the cookie jar. Powell stole the cookie and then was fouled for the troubles. Knights trying to cut into the lead. Ashley Dickey, leading scorer for the Knights. Dribble handoff to Middleton. Now drives baseline, shoots over the double team. It's now a 2-point game. Bears passing their way through the press for an easy 2 points. And they probably won't get an easier 2 points all day. Just over 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. 14-10. Dickey around a couple of picks, sets up the three. Middleton pulls down the offensive rebound and puts it in for 2. Effort gets you mighty far in life, and Heather Middleton's got 5 points on effort. Again, the Bears pass their way through the press. Good closeout defensively this time. The Knights bench wanted a travel call, and they won't get it as the whistle goes against them, and the Bears going to the line for the 2 points, or the attempt at 2 points, I should say. Middleton and Kiki Walker check out of the game. As Davis checks back in. And Angan checks in as well. Oh, what a save! And the 50-50 ball won by the Knights. And it is a 1-for-2 trip to the line for the Bears. And that basketball was pinballing around. A couple of different players had a chance at it. Vianna Davis, sophomore guard for the Knights, 1 possession for her team with the effort play. And now under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Knights looking to cut into the lead again. Powell off the side of the iron. Dribbled herself into a tough spot there. Baseline jumper was her only shot. She had no one to pass it out to once she left her feet. Good effort. Had the advantage down low, made the most of it. It's back to a 4-point lead. And Dickey with the right idea. A little bit too mustard on that dog. Excuse me, it's a 5-point lead for the Bears. 17-12. The Knights cannot afford to continue to leave themselves vulnerable. I was going to say they cannot afford to continue to leave themselves vulnerable with the passing on the press. And that time they were able to slow it down, and then the offensive foul leads to another empty possession for the Bears. Lead for them stays right where it is, 17-12. Tyasia Williams checks in for the Knights. Oh, and an invite to the block party. Ashley Dickey got the 3 off, but the Bears got a hand on it. Can't make the most of it on the other end. Score remains where it is. Dickey with another 3. This time she walked into it. Ashley Dickey showing some signs of frustration on her face. Got to put the slow start behind her. And a travel on the other end. The two teams are playing hot potato with it right now. What a first quarter. What a beginning to this game. You can see that these are two teams evenly matched. We talked about it before the contest. It's living up to it here through quarter number one. And Davis thought she was throwing that one to Randy Moss. And these two teams continue to play hot potato with the possession. 17-12, it remains a little bit longer. How much longer? Knights, their best effort on the press so far. Another whistle, and that will put the Bears now just one foul away from being in the bonus. Nope, that puts them in the bonus, so it's foul shots from here on out for the Knights, which will certainly help their chances to see the other end of the comeback trail before this first quarter ends. 3 minutes left in quarter number one. Dickey, and the frustration foul on the other end. Coach Sweeney loves the take, though, from Ashley Dickey. Gotta stay aggressive. You're the leading scorer on your team for a reason. 16 points per game. Ashley Dickey is averaging coming into this one. Slow start in the first quarter can change in an instant. Gotta stay aggressive. It'll never change if you stop taking the shots. Pull up three. Another one and done possession. The Knights doing a good job of staying strong on the glass. Three-pointer off the front of the iron, chasing down the offensive rebound. Another miss. 0 for 2. Oh my, Christmas came early. And a shacked in the full moment there from the Bears. Off the fingertips, and it's another possession for the Knights. What a game. Blink and you missed it. The action has never stopped. And that one will draw a trip to the line. It is an ice-cold first quarter for the sophomore. Not many times you see a travel and a carry. Ashley Dickey starting an interesting collection. 17-12 is still the score, and it's been the score for a few minutes now as these two offenses have really slowed down. Oh, nice move. Caught the defense napping just for a moment. And that'll get the lid off the cookie jar there for a moment. Good kick out. Williams for three. Chases her own miss. Ten on the shot clock. And if there was a push there, it certainly wasn't necessary because the Bears player just overran the rebound. And a timeout taken by Coach Sweeney. Doesn't like what he's seen here over the last couple minutes as both offenses have gone cold, but the Knights have gone ice cold here. A long stretch with that for them without a basket. As there's a minute and 39 seconds left in quarter number one, the Bears are up 19-12. And the Knights want to talk strategy. The Knights are currently 2-1 against the Bears, dating back to 2021, though that matters very little when they're coming off that loss to the Bears at Harcum on the 17th. Harcum won that game 72-61. Trying for more of the same here today. The Bears are off to a good start, holding on to that lead, but emphasis on the word holding on to, as they've got the lead, but it's a small one. And of course, if you've been with Coach Cini's squad from the beginning, you can't expect them to still have those shots not falling. Eventually, they're going to start falling. Can you score with them? They were able to score with them the last time these two teams met, as an interception leads to an offensive possession for the Knights. Powell for three, and there it is. The shots start falling. Three-pointer after the steal, 19-15. Bears will slow it down, just over a minute to play in the quarter. Can they get those 3 points right back? They can! And oh my! The defense for the Knights got caught napping once again. Drive. And a foul will send the Knights to the line. As the Knights went into the bonus about, let's say, a minute, 2 minutes ago. So it's all free throws for them from here on out, though on the other side, they're just one foul away from sending the Bears into the bonus. A lot of fouls committed here in this first quarter. Not much of a surprise given what was at stake here in this one. The Knights looking for revenge, looking to play the, oh, what a pass! And one opportunity. A pocket pass to the cutting offensive player who made the most of it. How many times do you see a pass like that only to be caught on a fumble? Michaela Paris, no problem there, caught it cleanly and made the most of the perfect pass from a teammate. And it is now a 9-point lead, 16-25. Three is long, and possession stays here with the Knights. Shot clock and game clock separated by 20 seconds. So the Knights may be a 2-for-1 opportunity. Davis lost it on the way up, and it's going the other way. Bears a chance to increase their lead here. Bears passing their way through the press again, down low, an easy 2 points. It's an 11-point lead for the Bears now. Drives baseline, runs into the double team, and the turnover. The Bears looking for the shot clock, or excuse me, the buzzer beater. Won't find it there, and it will be an 11-point lead going into the second quarter. My goodness, what a finish to the first quarter for the team in the purple jerseys. All the energy, all the momentum rolling on their side. Will it continue when we head into halftime? You're going to have to stick around with us and find out. 27-16. The score on the big board. What will be that score after the next 10 minutes? I am no fly on the wall, but I am sure that Coach Cini was talking to his team about the importance of getting back on defense, even when they're in the press. Too many times in that first quarter, the Bears were able to get easy looks at the basket after connecting a couple of passes through the Knights' press. And there is an early foul committed by the Bears. Let's look at some scoring leaders for the two teams. Ellie Jansen Holton, or excuse me, let me try that one more time. Michaela Paris leading the way for the Bears with 8 points, and Ferguson right behind her with 7. The Knights have 2 players with 5 points, that being Powell and Middleton. There's a 3. Comes off the front of the iron, and it's one and done offensively for the Knights. Got a good look at the 3, though, that time. And that'll be a turnover there for the Bears. I'm sure a big reason why the Bears find themselves in the lead like they are right now is the rebounding advantage is not nearly as strong for the Knights as we thought it was going to be. 9 rebounds for the Bears, 8 rebounds for the Knights in the first quarter. The Knights need to start creating some more opportunities for themselves on the offensive glass as we see another turnover for the Bears, gifting another possession for the Knights. Coach Cini's squad, not the kind of team you want to give extra possessions to. But, of course, the Knights certainly haven't been able to make the Bears pay just yet. The Knights 2 for 7 from downtown and 5 for 14 from the field in that first quarter. And a bailout foul there really committed, as that was a forced shot put up, but foul committed, and it'll send the Knights to the line for 2. So 5 for 14 from the field. That was the shooting for the Knights in the first quarter. 11 for 19 was the shooting for the Bears. So a tale of two cities in that first quarter. The Knights couldn't buy a basket. The Bears, everything was coming up roses for them. 1 for 2 from the line, 27-17. Bears, their largest lead of the game, 11 points. Looking to add to that right here. Good ball movement. Looking for the pocket pass, not finding it, and the rebound for the Knights. Foot was on the line. Oh, my goodness. Spatial awareness. Not a friend of the Knights there, and that was one too many turnovers for Coach Cini as he sends the sophomore back in. Kiki Walker checks in. The Knights down, but certainly not out. What they really need is just somebody to string together a couple of baskets. They just need one player to get hot, and this game will start to take another turn for it. Now, does that secure a victory for themselves? No way. This Bears team came to play, and this is going to be a fight all game long. This is going to come down potentially to the final possession, as we knew these two teams were evenly matched. 84 points is the average points per game for the Bears, 81 points per game for the Knights. Middleton for 3, in and out. Offensive rebound. And that is another foul committed. That's now 3 fouls in under 3 minutes for the Bears, and that will certainly help the Knights in their comeback efforts here in the second quarter. Now already 2 fouls away from being in the bonus. Bears need to figure out a way to play defense consistently without fouling, as the bank's still open here on this Saturday afternoon. (27-19), timeout taken by the Bears. It's only a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it right here. 19-27 is the score on the big board. And I want to take this break in the action to thank all of you at home for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. And what a Saturday afternoon of basketball it's been. We started things with a tremendous second-half comeback between the Howard Community College Dragons and the Union College Owls. The Dragons came up just a little bit short on their second-half comeback, but what a game that was. And we have followed that one up with another doozy here, or a doozy in the making, I should say, as there's still so much time left in this game. We've got 7 minutes and 32 seconds before halftime, and then a whole nother second half for these two teams to fight it out and figure out who's going to come away with the victory here today. Will the Bears be able to make it a clean sweep of the Knights, or can the Knights get it to 1-1? The Bears called the timeout. They wanted to talk strategy. What changes do they make? And that's an interception, Ed Reed style. And one opportunity, fighting on both sides. Oh my goodness. Effort will get you mighty far in life, and the Knights just showed that on both sides of the ball. The steal, the scoop and score, and the and one opportunity. What a game. 21-27, 7 minutes and some change left in the second quarter. And another foul committed by the Bears means now they're just one foul away from going into the bonus. The Knights make the most of the three-point play. The press was not working out for the Knights in the first quarter. Working out in their favor here in quarter number 2. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Bears running out of time. Good passing on display from them. Oh my, what a fight for position down low. Great battle. And the Bears get 2 points. Powell takes. Middleton chases down the miss. Knights will do it again. Powell hits the net, but not the right side of it. They do eventually get the 2 points, though. 3 opportunities and some heads-up plays from Heather Middleton that'll show up later in the scorecard. And they'll definitely show up on the scouting report for those four-year colleges looking to recruit her. Offensive foul, it's going the other way. And oh my, 54 seconds away from hitting the halfway point of this second quarter, and it's starting to look like we've got a tale of two cities in this first half. Remember, it was mainly all Bears in the first quarter. Now in the second quarter, it's starting to look like it's all Knights, but still a lot of time. Davis finds Walker in the corner for three, and she chases her own miss. Ashley Dickey is finally checked in here in this second quarter. Remember, she had a stone-cold first quarter. How does she answer here in quarter number 2? Walker took the step back three, came off the front of the iron, and the whistle goes against the Knights on the over the back. So at one point, the Bears held an 11-point lead, and now they have watched their lead go down to just 5. 29-24 with just over 5 minutes to play in the first half. Takes the pick, fights through the pick. That could go either way, honestly. There was certainly some pushing, but there was also certainly some moving on the pick. Gotta love it both ways, man. This has been a physical contest, and it has been a great one from where I'm sitting. The action has been spectacular. Great offense, physical defense. And still so many questions in this one. And lots of time to answer those questions. Great pass. It's a cruel world sometimes. You got a great pass, but your teammate doesn't finish on it. Bears chase down the miss, so possession stays with them. Loose ball picked up by Dickey. Spin move off the glass for 2. It's a 3-point game. Ashley Dickey with her first 2 points of the day. The sophomore playing in relief, coming in off the bench, the leading scorer for this Knights team, putting the first quarter struggles behind her. Floater in the lane comes up short. Knights looking to run. Walker's on the other side. Off the glass, it's offensive. They wave it off. Way to stay strong. The Bears staying with it defensively. Anything you can do, I can do better. You strong man, I strong man too. 29-26, what a game. Everyone's flashing the athleticism, the toughness, the skill. You better call Grandma. We got an instant classic underway here at the Castle. The Bears trying to add to their lead. Long three. Oh, and the bank is still open as the Bears cash that check for 3 points. Dickey, step back. Oh my, she misses everything. Bears running, looking to make it a run. Foul line jumper, and the bank has finally closed. 32-26, approaching the final 3 minutes of play here in the first quarter, or excuse me, the first half. Oh, that is a late whistle, man. Look, at the end of the day, I truly don't care who wins. I want to see a great game, but that is a late whistle, and you've got to be better at calling that immediately. That is how things get chippy in games like this. You let a call go like that for a couple seconds, next thing you know, 2 players are arguing with one another. You got to be quicker on the whistle. I know if you listen to me call the game, sometimes it's hard to believe that I don't really truly care who wins, but I don't. I really want to see great games. That's what I care about most of all. And we're in the middle of a great game right now. Bears pull it down. Another one maybe. And it's pinballing around. Knights looking to run. Spin move. Cooler heads. Dickey with the hezzy. And Middleton goes to the line. That is Heather Middleton's 3rd offensive rebound. For a player who is self-proclaimed best shooter in JUCO, Heather Middleton's doing a lot of dirty work here today. I talked about the scouts noticing everything when you watch the footage. The footage never lies. numbers like eyes. Sometimes they lie, Chico, but the footage never lies, and Heather Middleton putting a lot of good footage on the tape for the Scouts here in this one. Hitting the glass, shooting the three, and making the most of the free ones at the line. It's back to a 5-point lead for the Bears. Under 3 minutes to play in the first half. The Knights have slowed down a little bit on the press. And the Bears have slowed down altogether on the action. Got the size mismatch with Walker, and it makes for an easy 2 points for the Bears. That's a kick. And possession stays right here with the Knights. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left here in this first half. And I know I speak for everyone here at the Castle when I say, my, oh my, this second half is going to be special. Powell around the corner to Walker. Walker cannot hit. Great find, and possession stays right here. Dickey lost it for a moment, gets it back, 15 on the shot clock, spins out, one more pass, Walker, off the front of the iron this time, off the glass, no good. Middleton trying to chase down another offensive rebound, but coming up $1 short. Bears looking to add to the lead. Down low. And, around the world for 2 points. It's back to a 9-point lead. 3. Chases the miss. And one opportunity. Couldn't get 3 the long way, but can possibly get 3 the old-fashioned way. And this has been a second quarter filled with effort on both sides, but the effort for the Knights is what is scratching and crawling their way back into this game. The shots still not falling with much frequency, but they are hitting the boards much, much tougher here in quarter number 2. As they make the most of the and one opportunity. It is back to a 6-point game. 37-31. The Knights are also back into the press as well. .15 on the shot clock. Middleton got a hand on it, but got a hand on some jersey as well, says the ref. I'll tell you, the Bears have done a really good job over the last 2-3 minutes of playing defense without fouling, because remember, they committed 3 fouls in the first 3 minutes of this quarter, and they have pretty much kept the Knights off the line since then outside of that and one opportunity. We thought for sure that the bonus was going to come into play in this second quarter, and it hasn't just yet. So a good second quarter adjustment from the Bears coaching staff, finding out a way to limit this Knights offense and keep themselves in the driver's seat, at least for now. Jayla Scott checks into the game for the first time here today for the Knights as Heather Middleton takes a breather. Powell turning the corner, kicks it out to Dickey. Quick trigger on the 3. Oh, in and out, and it's that kind of day for the sophomore. Oh, and an emphatic invite to the block party sent out by Ashley Dickey. If you're not getting it done offensively, you can always carry water defensively. And the sophomore setting a great example for her team. Though, as we see now, a foul called, and the Bears going to the line. So the effort all for none, as it's a trip to the line for the Bears and another one added on to the board for their lead. Two for two from the line, the Bears are that time, and their lead is back to a 9-point lead. So all that ground that the Knights made up in this quarter, all for none, as the lead is right back to where it was when we started this second quarter. Kicks out, Scott. Maybe somebody got a piece of that. Another offensive rebound. 2 chances there at the offensive glass, and the Knights making the most of the effort. .15 on the shot clock. Shot clock and game clock separated by just a few seconds. And that's a foul committed by Powell, and it is a trip to the line for the Bears. You like to see the aggressive play, trying to force the turnover, as that aggressive play was a big reason why the Knights were able to make up some ground here in the second quarter at one point. But when it doesn't work out in your favor, can be debilitating. Though somewhere right now, Rasheed Wallace is screaming out, "Ball don't lie." As it's a 1-for-2 trip to the line. 8-point game. Powell to Scott in the corner. 5 on the shot clock. Got to get one off. Dickey, what a better time than now for the best 3. And the look on the sophomore Ashley Dickey's face says it all. A tough first half for her and a tough first half for this Knights team as they go into the halftime break down by a score of 41-33. What will be the score when the clock hits triple zeros for the final time today? You'll have to stick around with us and find out, because the Instant Classic has 20 more minutes in it. Lucky for us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the Castle, ready to start the second half in just moments. Little first half recaps for you. 2 players in double digits scoring-wise for the Bears. Michaela Paris and Ferguson, both with 10 points each. Ferguson has 4 rebounds to go along with her 10 points. And once again, leading the way for the Knights scoring-wise. Or actually, no, not once again. Before, at the turn in the quarters, it was Powell and Middleton leading the way with both 5 points. They both now have 7, though leading for the Knights now is Deborah Anchawuki, who has 8 points, 4 rebounds, and is 2 for 3 from the line. Harcum with a perfect 50% shooting in the first half, 15 for 3 from the field, 4 for 8 from downtown. The other side of the ball, 11 for 35 was the shooting for the Knights, 2 for 18 from downtown, though they're 9 from 11 from the line, really keeping them in the game, as well as the rebounding numbers as well, favoring the Knights, as an early turnover for the Knights. I guess when you really look at it, the overall rebounding numbers not favoring the Knights that much, as they have 19 rebounds to 18 rebounds for the Bears. It's the offensive rebounds that are killing the Bears. 11 offensive rebounds for this Knights team. A lot of second chance opportunities. We had a feeling that the size advantage for the Knights was going to be their ticket, as Powell sends a full court pass up and in to Davis for 2 points. She gives flowers to her point guard. 41-35, almost a full minute into the third quarter. And what will be the adjustments for these 2 teams offensively and defensively? Cross-court pass there from the Bears into the painted area, hanging amongst the trees for the floater, and they get those 2 points right back. Davis lost it. Oh, what a block! The LeBron James chase down. My goodness. An emphatic invite to the block party. What a start to the third quarter. I hope you already got your popcorn, because if you missed that one, you may have missed the play of the day. Oh, it was a foul again. My goodness. One of these days I'll learn to stop jumping the gun. I just get so excited. Oh, effort gets you mighty far in life, and the effort almost brought the Knights all the way back on that defensive possession. Instead, as you see, it's a trip to the line for the Bears, and it's 2 for 2, and it's back to a 10-point lead. Largest lead of the day for this Bears team has been 11 points. And they're flirting with that right now, as it's a strong start to the third quarter for the team trying to pull off the upset. Pacheco misses everything. And Middleton closes out the defense, but they can't bring down the rebound. 2 offensive rebounds there for the Bears. Five seconds on the shot clock. Got to get a shot off. Long 3, and they miss everything. A 10-point lead. It remains a little bit longer. Davis gives it off to Pacheco, who can't catch it cleanly. And frustration starting to set in for this Knights team. It cannot allow the bad vibes to really stick in. Got to keep the body language strong. Oh, an emphatic invite to the block party sent out on the other side until the whistle came in and said nay, nay. frustration very evident for this Knights team. As Davis going to the line, missing the first. Making the second, 1 for 2 from the line, the Knights are that time. And we are approaching 3 minutes played in the third quarter. Not the start that Coach Sini's squad wanted, but an early Christmas present there. And look at the difference in body language between these two teams. The Knights very much clearly frustrated. The Bears just had that turnover, but they're cheering each other on. Come on, guys, stay strong, stay with it. The Bears understanding 7 minutes and some change away from pulling off an upset. 7 minutes left in this third quarter and then 10 minutes in the fourth. It seems a little silly that it will be an upset, though the Bears have already beaten the Knights this season, but the rankings say it all. Harcum number 13th rank, the number 13th ranked team, the Knights the number 4th ranked team. And then, of course, a national championship that the Knights won last year, but emphasis on last year. That was then, this is now. Right now, the Knights in their biggest dogfight they've ever had here at the Castle. Another 1 for 2 trip to the line for Davis. Oh, nice hesitation move, drive baseline, hangs amongst the trees, and now the Bears are dominating the offensive glass. That was the one difference maker in the game for the Knights so far, and if the Bears can close out on them there, it'll be a long day. I say that, and now Middleton hits her second 3 of the day. They'd gladly swap out the offensive glass for the three-pointer. Size advantage down low, and they wave off the basket. It's offensive. Seven-point game, just over 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Davis, nice crossover, laying it up for the teammate, and that was a fight for the ball down low, and then another one on the jump ball. Possession will stay here with the Knights, but man, oh man, a sandwich made with the two defenders closing in on that shot attempt from the Knights. So the Bears have another strong defensive stand in their back pocket. Kiki Walker flushes through, gives it back to Powell. Powell wants the isolation. Got it right to the cup, and the foul was on the floor, they say, not on the shot. That was on the rebound, but look up there on the big board. That's now the 4th foul committed by this Bears team. So the Knights inching closer and closer to the bonus, which would certainly help their comeback efforts. Spin, and one. They wave it off. It's offensive. Strong defensive stand once again for the Bears. And I know that the Knights not happy about that call, but I got to say, that was the same call that the ref made on the other side. 5 minutes and 31 seconds left here in this third quarter. It is a 7-point lead for the Bears. Trying to add on to that. Catch down low. Middleton there. Better position, though, on the turn, scoop and score. That's old school basketball right there. Good defense, better offense. It's a 9-point lead now. Middleton outside for 3 off the front of the iron. Knights will get another look, and Powell will get the 2. Back to a 7-point lead. Knights in need of a defensive stand. The Bears will slow it down. 10 on the shot clock for them. Oh, nice spin move again. 3 on the outside. Good closeout. And Walker with the rebound. That looked like an easy 3 until it wasn't. Powell, take. It's going the other way. Offensive foul. Oh, and the tech as well. Oh, my goodness. So not only the offensive foul, but a trip to the line for the Bears as well on the tech. And this third quarter is in danger of becoming a wheels off the bus moment here for the Knights. They need to stay poised and figure out a way to close out this third quarter on a strong note. Remember, fans, the Knights are currently 35-0 at home under Coach Sini, but in danger of possibly picking up their first home loss since the program returned back in 2019. 42-49 is the score on the big board. Just over 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Bears picking up their dribble. Looking for someone, looking for space. Dickey trying to cut off the baseline and swipes it away at the last second. Possession stays right here, but now the Bears will have to take it on the inbound. 8 seconds left on this possession. Shot clock violation, and that will be the turnover that the Knights prayed for. So ask any man of faith, it's not about getting what you pray for. It's about what do you do with it. Oh, they got the blessing and could not make the most of it. Dickey trying to find a teammate in the corner. When it rains, it pours here for the sophomore. Bears slowing it down, taking time off the clock. 10 on the shot clock. Dickey gets the steal. And the Knights almost give it right back. Three minutes and 4 seconds left in the third quarter. An 8-point lead for the Bears. A fight between these two teams. Powell dribbling out of the tough spot, putting up a tough shot though. Dickey trying to stop it on the 2-on-1, and that's tough math. It is back to a 10-point lead for the Bears. And the offense continues to struggle here for the Knights. Dickey loses it and goes to the line. And that will not only send Ashley Dickey to the line for 2, that will also put the Bears in the bonus, which means it's foul shots from here on out for Coach Sini's squad. And this also could be just what the doctor ordered for the struggling sophomore. Watch some easy ones go in. Maybe boost up that confidence a little bit. Matter of fact, for this Knights team, if they want to see the other end of this comeback trail, somebody has got to get hot offensively. If things continue the way they're going, the Bears are going to walk away with the victory here today. Somebody has got to get hot down the stretch and carry this team offensively. .12 on the shot clock. Bears happy to take time off the clock. And why not? They've set the pace, and the Knights have shown that they can't answer it. And the rebound on the long 3 from the Knights. At least the Knights haven't been able to answer the pace just yet. That's a jump ball. And possession arrows going the other way. Now Elena Powell seems to be the one getting caught doing a little too much for the Knights. Remember, Ashley Dickey got caught in a few similar situations like that in the first half, just trying to create, just trying to do a little bit too much. You need points, but you really need to avoid turnovers. Middleton steps up, stops ball, but what a finish through the contact, and it's back to a 10-point lead. Middleton cuts through. Powell spins, looking for someone to pass to. And Dickey. Is she the one to get hot and carry the team? That's 4 points in a row for her. Oh, got caught. Oh, my. Christmas came early as the rim rejected that one. Ashley Dickey could not finish through the contact, but possession stays right here. Just under a minute to play in the third quarter. 54-46, the Knights. Trying to put together a run to put themselves in a good position going into the fourth. Dickey for 3. Just a little long. And Bears running in transition, missing the first. They won't miss that one, though. Right back to a 10-point lead. Powell, up and in. They'll get those 2 points right back. They're trading baskets in the final minute of the third quarter, that is. Remember, fans, we've got what should be a spectacular finish in front of us in the fourth quarter. Oh, good cut to the basket. Couldn't catch it cleanly, and that is a foul and a trip to the line for the Knights. Heather Middleton will go to the line. Heather Middleton really the premier shooter on this Knights team, but really tasked with doing a lot of the dirty work here this afternoon, hitting the offensive glass, creating extra possessions, and a couple extra trips to the line. Bears trying to get a buzzer beater off. They got the shot off. Would have counted if it went. But it is a 56-49 game headed into the fourth quarter, and we are 10 minutes away from figuring out who is going to be headed towards the bus with a big smile on their face and who's headed home not feeling so fresh. Somebody's got to win this one. It's a classic here at the Castle. Stick around with us and find out who's going to come out on top. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Castle, and we are just seconds away from starting the fourth quarter in what has been an instant classic here at the Castle, and it's lived up to all the hype. The Bears played spoiler to the Knights earlier this season when they beat them on their own home turf. They're looking to do it again here and hand Coach Cini his first loss at home as the head coach of the Knights, as Davis gets all the way to the cup, and that is a microcosm for what kind of day it's been for the Knights. Got all the way there and just missed it. Talked about a moment ago just how much hype was in the crowd and in the stands and all the chatter around school, around this game, everyone knowing it was going to be a good one. Not only the game earlier this season, but just the numbers between these two teams. Points per game average for the Bears, 84. Points per game average for the Knights, 81. Field goal percentage average for the Bears coming into this one, 41%. Field goal percentage average for the Knights headed into this one, 40%. I mean, the only real difference between these two teams was the matchup in their previous game and the rebounding number, which hasn't been as much of an advantage for the Knights as we thought it was going to be. This Bears team came to the Castle with a great game plan. They've executed it. They've made slight adjustments to it as needed, and they are 9 minutes away from pulling a major upset, though the Knights inching closer and closer to the other side of the comeback trail as it is now 56-50. I hope you called Grandma in between halftimes or in between breaks and told her to check us out on YouTube to watch the rest of this game, because it's an instant classic here at the Castle, and I predicted it at the end of the game, or at the end of the first half, that this was going to come down to final possession, and it's looking like it's going to be exactly that. Oh, what a bullet pass on the inbound. And just like that, it's a 4-point game, the closest this game has been in quite some time. 3 in the corner. No good. Knights looking to run. Hanging up. That's offensive. That is another charge picked up by this tough, gritty Bears defense. Substitutions checking into the game here for the Bears. Everybody on their feet. Everybody ready to watch this fight come to a close. Will this fight go the distance, or will there be a knockout blow? Bears spinning, losing control. Davis in transition. It's 2-on-3 into the teeth of the defense, and Davis with the rebound. Dickey for three. And it's no good. This place was ready to explode. Bears slowing it down smartly. The coach calls out the play from the sideline, and they've got 15 seconds to work on it. Dickey cannot forget about that shooter in the corner. It didn't matter. The advantage down low was too sweet, 58-52. Ashley Dickey gets 2 picks, heads into the cup, hangs in amongst the trees, cannot hit. Chase down, Davis for 3, and it's 0 for 2 on that possession for the Knights. And Ashley Dickey's got to be careful. Can't let that bad mojo stick in. This game's still in front of her. It's been a tough day, but that can change in an instant. Turnover. Knights looking to push. And that's a trip to the line. And that is the second foul committed by this Bears team. We've had a couple of quarters in a row where both these teams have found themselves in foul trouble as a team, and we've got to be careful with this jawing back and forth between two teams. No one wants to run into an unnecessary tech. Be ashamed to have that be a black mark in this kind of game between both these teams where the action has been so good on the court. The fight has been so strong between both of these two teams. Oh, my. Boys and girls at home, that's why you put that extra spin on the ball. You get the friendly roll. No chance for the friendly roll on that one. 58-53. Under 7 minutes to play. Full court press here by the Knights. And once again, the Bears slowing it down, working in the half court. Oh, and they lost it. Got to get that ball in. Knights just do beat the 5 seconds. Powell has it in her hands now. Wants the pick. Now has the switch. Isolation. And the foul was before the shot. The sideline judge waves it off, but that is now the third foul committed in this quarter by the Bears. Inching closer and closer to the bonus once again. Knights will have a fresh shot clock to work with. Or will they? And there he is. He's symboling for the restart of the shot clock. 20 seconds. And a kick, says the referee. Coach Cini calling out the play from the sideline. Dickey takes the pick. Loses it for a second. Out to Powell for three. Oh, man, in and out. And it's going the other way. Knights are the last ones to touch it. Oh, and the other referee comes in and rules off the other. You're not going to see that very often. So a fresh shot clock to work with for the Knights once again, 58-53. And that one will send the Knights to the line once again. The Knights were 14 for 19 through 3 quarters at the line. You look at the rest of their shooting numbers, that has been a big reason why the comeback effort was even possible. And my goodness, remember, boys and girls, what I said about that friendly roll? The friendliest of rolls. Luck ran out that time, as it'll be a 4-point game when the Bears take over on possession. Just under 6 minutes to play, and everybody has moved to the front of their seat. Oh, steal in transition. Dickey has to give it up. Dickey drives baseline, and the bank is still open for 2 points. It's now a 2-point game, 58-56. Timeout taken by the Bears. We will take one too. Everybody's got to catch their breath and talk a little strategy. 5:26 left in this one. 58-56 is the score on the big board. If you haven't called Grandma yet, you better call her. She's not going to want to miss this one. Let's look at that timeout situation left between these two teams. The timeouts between them, 7 total, 3 for the Bears, 4 for the Knights. The foul situation, much different. 4 fouls already committed by the Bears in this fourth quarter. Only 1 foul committed by the Knights, as the Bears lead goes back up to 4 points. Dribble handoff to Davis. Now 1 to Dickey. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Knights got to go. Moving it around. Davis. Drive baseline and misses everything. And it's a foul on the floor. So that'll be another fresh shot clock. And it'll be a trip to the line, I believe, as well. That's a tough situation for a foul call there. Knights found themselves in a situation very similar to that earlier in the first half, where it's more about giving the player space to land. And you ask me, it kind of seems pretty ticky-tack of a foul to call, especially in a situation like that. And when you have a miss at the line, somewhere right now Rasheed Wallace is yelling, "Ball don't lie." Got to make the most of it now. Missed the first. Can they make the second? And it's 1 for 2. It is a 3-point game. Substitution will check into the game here for the Bears. You know it's a good one when the administration staff is walking around on pins and needles. Everybody's making sure everything's going well. Coaching staff, players, they may be able to hide their excitement. Administration, they can't. Everyone's excited for the finish to this one. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bears running out of time on this possession. And the bank is still open for 2 points. It's now a 5-point lead. Can the Knights answer? The bank is not open for them. It remains a 5-point lead. Can they get the defensive stop? Heather Middleton looks like she will check back into the game at the next break. Around 1 pick, hand to the cookie jar. Once again, loose ball, 3 in the corner. And the Bears cannot save it. Great effort on both sides. Had a couple of loose balls on that offensive possession for the Bears. Both teams laying it all out on the court. And how can you not? It's a 5-point game with under 4 minutes to play. Two-pick set up. Powell goes the opposite way. Bank is still open for her as she cashes that check for 2 points. Back to a 3-point game. 62-59. Just over 3 minutes left to play. Dribble handoff. Dickey stops ball, and there's a travel. It's going the other way. And a timeout taken on the floor. We will take one too. 62-59. It's a full timeout taken by the Knights. If you were thinking about grabbing some water, do it quick, because we're coming right back. All right, the final seconds of the strategy session being hashed out. Both teams separated by 3 points. Both teams have only 3 timeouts left. And both teams only have 3 minutes before they find out, is there going to be a winner in regulation, or are we in store for some free basketball? Will it be an overtime thriller here at the Castle to end Game 1 of the Christmas weekend basketball extravaganza? Powell into the painted area, tries to dish it off to a teammate, but that one touched a purple jersey before it went out of bounds. Possession stays right here. Middleton will take the inbound. There's Middleton, Powell, Dickey, Davis. And on Shawoko. Dickey for three. No good. And who touched that one last? The Knights, says the ref. Coach Cini wasn't happy about something that happened right there. Oh, great pass and a better cut. The back door was open for 2 points. Just keep swimming and good things happen. And Powell was on the receiving end of that on the other side. She just kept her dribble alive, worked herself into a good area, and now she's got a chance to get those 2 points right back. Said about 2 minutes ago that everybody had moved to the front of their seat. Well, now 2 minutes has passed and everybody has moved up and out of their seat. And after being so solid at the line through the first 3 quarters, some cracks in the armor starting to show here for the Knights. A couple of trips to the line in a row where they've missed at least one. Regrouping, going 1 for 2. It's a 4-point game now. Bears pass their way through the press, 3 in the corner. And they go for the layup instead. Heads up basketball. It's a 6-point game. Powell gets those 2 points right back. And now time is not on the Knights' side. They're running out of real estate. Wow. What a break for the Knights. Ball ends up on the court. They dive for it. They have possession for just a second. But that second was long enough to get the timeout, says the ref. 97 seconds left in this contest. It's 66-62. And this could be a massive possession for the Knights coming out of this timeout. Remember, fans, the Bears are already in the bonus. So a strong defensive possession, so important because any foul committed will send the Knights to the line. And now the two teams back out onto the court, ready to resume this last 97 seconds of regulation. Powell runs into the backcourt to get it. Dickey drives, step back, and the bank is open for 2 points once again for Ashley Dickey. Late night drive-through action. 66-64, big defensive possession here for the Knights. They need a stop. Into the painted area, the floater, in and around. And down for 2. Powell looking to get those 2 right back. Picks up the dribble. Has to give it up. Here comes Dickey. 45 on the shot clock, or on the game clock, excuse me. That's offensive, away from the ball. Oh my, and hope may have just disappeared. It's gonna take a miracle now. Knights need to be perfect. Need to be perfect. problem with the Knights needing to be perfect is the Bears, they don't need to be perfect. All they need to do is just hold on. The Bears 40 seconds from pulling off another upset victory of this Knights team. And foul committed finally by Powell. They're still 2 away from the bonus. Foul on the inbounds by Davis. And now they are in the bonus. And that's what the Knights needed. The Knights needed to get into the bonus, play the foul game, and hope for some misses. And that is a huge miss there for the Bears. 0 for 1 from the line to start. And it's 1 for 2. Timeout on the floor. So only a 30-second timeout taken by the Knights there. And it will be a 5-point game when they return back onto the court. Middleton for 3. That's good. So you're saying there's a chance. Trap in the corner. So 2-point game when we return. Heather Middleton with a huge 3 in the corner. And they're talking strategy, the Knights are. And with this, at this point in the game, these kind of timeouts, it's not just what are we going to do right now. It's what are we going to do now? What are we going to do if this happens? What are we going to do if that happens? Laying the groundwork for a potential comeback. They're 2 points away. Biggest defensive stand of the game right here in front of them. Heather Middleton commits the foul and sends the Bears to the line with a chance to ice it. One for one from the line, as this is the biggest pressure spot of the game so far. 3-point game, have you feeling good? 4-point game, have you feeling that much better? And a big 2-for-2 trip to the line. Gutsy trip. Handoff, Dickey for 3. She can't hit, and Hope may have just left the building. The Knights coming into this one were a clean 35-0 at home under Coach Cini, and now they're 14 seconds away from falling to 35-1, and another loss to the Harcum Bears on this season. Their second loss to the Bears this year, potentially. Though with a miss right there, you're saying there's a chance. One more miss in the old LJ 4-point play. It is now a 5-point game, as it is a 1-for-2 trip to the line. Man, I'd love to see the numbers for the Knights in this fourth quarter in terms of their trips to the line. Because remember, fans at home, their offense had not been clicking pretty much all game long, and their dominance at the line was what really kept them in this game and kept their comeback hopes alive. They were 14 for 19 at the charity stripe headed into the fourth quarter. But 3 or 4 times they went to the line and ended up coming away 1 for 2. And when at this point, this game, at several points in this fourth quarter, it was a 2-point game. At several points in this fourth quarter, it was a 3-point game. You leave points at the charity stripe, these are the kind of games where it comes back to hurt you. Dickey gets it into Powell. Need a quick 3. Dickey for 3. And that is all she wrote. The Hope has left the building. As even with that trip to the line, it's 1.4 separating these two teams from the final whistle, and the Bears starting to show their smiles on the sideline. They understand. They pulled off what for a while seemed like the impossible, beating this Knights team at the Castle. Now the Knights need to regroup and focus on making sure it's not an 0-for-2 weekend at the Castle, as they've got another tough test in front of them tomorrow against Union Community College. That sums up this day for the Knights. Another 1-for-2 trip to the line. And the upset has been pulled off once again. The number 13 Bears knock off the number 4 Knights at home here at the Castle. And day 1 of the weekend Christmas basketball extravaganza is officially over. It was 2 tremendous games here on Saturday. What will Sunday's games have in store for us? You're going to have to stick around with us to find out. Hope you can join us live here at the Castle. If not, the action starts on YouTube at 12 o'clock. I'll see you then. Until then, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Aaron Thomas saying goodbye.